poised in midair. With his free hand, he pulled at his straight, dark hair, which was just like Jin's, but shorter.
"It'd only take a few minutes."
"Sure, that'd be nice." Considering that her main school supply was her laptop, an app wasn't necessary. But more often than not, her dad's ideas ended up being better than Jin could imagine. That was the power of computer programs. And this year, she was counting on computer programs to make up for everything else. 2. Freshly polished floors gleamed in the fluorescent lights. High school students filled the halls, laughing and talking, and Jin stood at her locker, thinking. She was already nervous about her main class of the day, computer simulations with Sasha Sandlin, but that wasn't until 6th period. She'd just have to distract herself until then. Her phone buzzed. Her mom must have gotten home from her night shift. "Thinking of you, honey. Have a great first day. Sorry I missed you last night, but we'll get something good for dinner to celebrate. XOXO, Mom." Before Jin could write back, there was a waft of perfume. Supermodel by Victoria's Secret. "Happy first day of the ending of everything." Hannah leaned against the metal locker and crossed her arms as she surveyed the crowded hallway. She wore combat boots and a short plaid skirt, and her blonde hair was twisted up into a series of buns. "First question of the day. Do you finally feel like a senior?" "Sure." Jin kept her locker open, creating a buffer from the river of students. "If it means you feel ready to be done. Or like you're ready to party, which is exactly how I feel. As long as you know it's not the weekend yet. How's your schedule?" Jin grabbed her copy of the complete works of William Shakespeare for English, already worn from the pre-reading she'd done over summer break. "Hard. Even worse, there's no boyfriend in sight. Not that I'm looking." Hannah sighed as her eyes flitted up and down the halls. "You're always looking." Hannah stood up straighter, face serious. "Not this year. This year is all about not looking, because life is about so much more than having a boyfriend. Like, school and family and eating 3 square meals a day. Or is it 4? 5 for you." A box of chocolate-dipped granola bars was already tucked in Jin's locker in preparation for Hannah's emergency snack requests. "And also finding you a boyfriend." Jin shook her head. "You don't have to worry about that. Maybe that was on the list before, but my main goal for this year is to do well enough in school to—" I know. Get into Harvard. Anyway, I've got Love Fractal." Jin double-checked her bag. Pen and notebook, laptop, 2 books. "That's right. Your very own love prediction program. Better than Match, eHarmony, and Zoosk combined, but geared to the often-ignored high school student, and capable of finding both of us decent guys, right? That's the plan. Then I'll keep not looking for a boyfriend." Hannah leaned over and glanced in the mirror stuck on Jin's locker door. She pouted, then smiled, finally ending with a serious expression. "I've got to get to class. Differential equations, which should be vaguely fun. See you at lunch?" Hannah left and Jin checked her bag once more, then pushed her locker closed with a click. She walked down the hall, texting her mom, and looked up just in time to veer back and avoid running right into someone. She saw his t-shirt first, a sun-bleached red, and his wooden bead necklace, the type that everyone had worn back in middle school. He must have been new. Jin didn't recognize him, and he definitely wasn't a freshman. She stared at him for half a second, long enough to notice that his eyes were a bright hazel and his shaggy hair a gold brown, and long enough to feel her heart rate rise, sudden and fast. "Sorry about that," she said. Before he could reply, she walked away.